Hello, YouTube. It is me, Mad, and I have some new stuff here. I'm going to demonstrate how to level past 60 in dark and light. Now, it's not so much leveling past 60 as altering the game initialization files and adding more levels, which you can do. And that's what I've done in my private game is I've added more levels, so I can get up. As you see, it's flashing level up available, but I can't level up obviously. So it's buggy. I've done something wrong. I'll figure it out later, or it might even be just because it's not reacting right with my old save game. So but yeah, that's the thing is if you do this, do it with a fresh game, because if you don't, you're going to get nonsense like I'm about to show you. I'm going to show you what can go wrong, and then we're going to go and I'm going to show you how to do it. So here we are. You'll remember Cy and Peter and Rompus from the previous stuff, and Merv is parked up there. Um, you'll get stuff like this. Rompus, because the level scaling is different, is level 166. Because the interval is different, Parker is now level 265. Cy is 247. And Merv, yeah, Merv, if you can see it, is level 750. So what you're going to want to do is you're gonna want to, when you do this, start with a fresh game, because everything's pretty much balanced when you start out. You know, the game wants to have monsters of a certain level, and then it creates monsters of a certain level, and it stays within that level range, roughly. You know, very rarely you'll have something at the extreme end of the level range you defined. You know, and that's kind of how that works. So, let's see if there's critters we can show you, just to show you what I mean. You still get level 4 sheep. You know, it's still roughly the same level ranges you're gonna see in regular games. You know, level 4 bramble hopper. Um, Level 6 bramble hopper. See, all the monsters are low level, even though I have the incrementation all the way up to level 300. It's so that, believe it or not, because I have more increments, the game will actually kind of tweak it towards lower end monsters in many of the locations, especially in the newbie areas. You know, you're not going to have some of the level 100, level 200 stuff, because it's going to want to hang towards the lower end of the scale. I mean, you'll have that rare mob that can scale all the way up to 300, but you know, it's apparently it works kind of the way I was hoping. So how do you do this? How do you get more levels? Very easy. And we're going to show you now how to do this. How you can change your game to have more levels. So first, I'm going to show you where to get the information. Okay. Type in ARC game mini. Go to game init modification tutorial. A lot of these commands from ARC work in dark and light, because the parent company bought it. They're using a lot of the same architecture. which is great. People get pissed off about that, but the people that get pissed off about that are idiots. It's like getting pissed off that all cars have steering wheels, or all cars have tires, or even, oh my God, your Volkswagen Bug uses Pirelli tires, and my Maserati uses Pirelli tires. Oh, this is the end. It's good. It's modular. That's how mass production works. It allows you to do certain things. All cars have car seats. All cars have engines. You know, that's 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 how this stuff works. It's going to have some of the components. Some components are universal, and if you can reuse, the game engine, it's using the Unreal Engine. There's only so many things you can do in the Unreal Engine. You're not going to create new commands and new this and new that. That's how you get your code all fucked up. It's best to have a few ways to do something that are universal that everybody knows. And this works. The code was already there. That's more time they can spend on development. But I'm going off on a rant. We'll get back to how to do this. So you have a level experience ramp, and you set it up in your game initialization file. And the way you can do it is you have to calculate the values. The game doesn't do it for you. You can use this per level, per stats, and they have other things you can do. I use a formula for my level stat, or for my stuff. My leveling formula. Okay. This is the formula I use to determine my leveling ramp. For players, I have it level equals level times level minus 1 times 24. And for creatures, it's level equals level times level minus 1 times 3. Because I'm cramming stuff in roughly the 200,000-ish to 300,000-ish EXP range. I'll show you. Do I have that one here? Yeah. So you'll notice that there's no white space. It's all one blurb, and these are separate. This is for players. This is for monsters, and you don't continue it in one line. You have it in another paragraph there. You just keep the white space out because it gets funky with white space for some reason. I don't know why. And there it is. That's that curve. So at level 100 to get it equals 237,600 for players and 269,100 for monsters, and you're going to want to override the max experience points to be greater than that, so that you can get that. And so that's so that you can actually get that, because if it's capped at below those values, you won't get all the way up to those levels. And maybe that's how I'm going to wind up fixing that flashing deal of level available and no level available. Maybe I'm going to have to make like 101 levels and then just have it capped at like level 100. Maybe that's how I'm going to do it. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see if it's just the old save game not playing nice with the new initialization parameters. So that's kind of how that works. And you have all kinds of different settings too that are on that site that I've shown you. So now you can adjust your game how you want it. That's kind of how that's going to work. So I'm actually going to get ready to upload this video, and we're going to end it here. And hopefully this will help you guys out. If you like this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up, and definitely think about subscribing, because that helps me out. The more I get, the more I can grow my channel, the more people I'll reach. It'll help me out. And if it gets big enough, I can actually afford to do this and make a bigger production of it, because I'll be able to generate the funds I need to buy all of the stuff I need to do it, like the microphones and the software and all the other junk that I would need to turn it into a huge special production, because that's kind of expensive. And right now with the way things are going, I'm not going to be able to fork out the money needed for that. So it's just going to be small until, maybe it grows. If it grows, then I can afford to put a lot of stuff into it and hire, people to help me make it like freaking awesome. But right now, what you see is what you get. WYSIWYG, it's just going to be me kind of recording with cheap ass software. So, but yeah, that's kind of how this is going. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for everyone who's subscribed. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. If you have any suggestions on what you want me to do, what you want me to play, or anything else like that, feel free to post it up, and I'll get back to you and read it. So I will see you next time. Peace out, Boy Scouts.